Hello, Miles and MarthaLoss, your local real estate experts. Now, when you get an appraisal on a property, sometimes you run into a situation where the property doesn't appraise and you haven't negotiated the appraisal gap. So your buyer has not agreed to pay the difference between appraised value and purchase price. In this case, you do have an option to do a rebuttal on the appraisal. However, it needs to be done in a specific way. Now, the first thing I want to cover is the different types of appraisals. If you have an FHA appraisal, you definitely need to do a rebuttal. The reason being is a case number is assigned to an FHA appraisal and the loan. That's attached to the property. So let's say this transaction falls apart, the next buyer has an FHA loan, they're going to use that appraisal that was done. They're not going to do a new appraisal. And that's going to file the property for 6 months. You need to keep that in mind. Either you need to handle the FHA appraisal, go forward with a lower price, or cancel the transaction, and you can't reuse an FHA loan. You need to use a different financing type. Also with VA, they have specific formats they require for doing rebuttals. Now, there's a reason why I have this adjustment sheet down here. As we know from earlier videos, an appraiser would make an adjustment to even out properties. So I've got the pool highlighted here. So let's say your property has a pool, your neighbor's home is very similar to yours but does not, and they make an adjustment for the pool. So they pull the value up and they're say add $12,000 for the pool, or they could add 18, or they could add 20. That's an opinion. How much they add is an opinion. So when you have appraisals done, you could actually have two appraisals on the same property. They wouldn't have the same value. They would be close, but not the same value. The reason I bring this up is when you do an appraisal rebuttal, you actually need to bring in new properties that support the higher value. You cannot do a rebuttal on the adjustments made by the appraiser because they're opinions. You can't say the adjustment for that pool was too high or too low because that's their opinion. You need to bring in 2, 3, 4 new properties that support the higher value that you think is appropriate for the property. Now, if you need to buy or sell real estate, don't forget to call us at the number below. And if you want more content like this, please leave a comment and don't forget to hit the subscribe button below.